Welcome to episode 27. This is the final build episode before the reveal episode. We will cover a few small bits at the beginning of the reveal. However, this is the final episode with just building happening. It's a big one. I've just had the flooring arrive. It's looking really nice, perfect colour. Let me show you what it looks like, and we will begin by starting to lay out the planks on the floor, working out where I need to cut, sizes, etc., and how much of it I need to use. So this stuff is LVT, luxury vinyl tiling. The reason I chose this is I hate using rolled up vinyl. Secondly, I thought it'd be a bit more lightweight than wooden flooring, like laminate flooring. And I also thought that it'd be more waterproof than wooden flooring, which it will be. This stuff is called antique oak. I think it was about £70 for the whole pack. More than enough to do probably 3 of these floor spaces, but that's what came. Quite thin. It's just like really high density vinyl. You know, you can't roll it up into a roll, but yeah, it's more solid. Should be much more scratch resistant, much more wear resistant, waterproof. It will make life so much easier in the van. I can get it wet, I can wipe it down and not have to worry about like the laminate, you know, peeling off the wood. For the adhesive, I've got this like water-based flooring adhesive. Yeah, it's kind of like a sticky goo, I guess, but it's quite liquidy, so fairly straightforward to apply. What I need to do is probably give the floor a clean and yeah, cut everything up. Actually, I'll cut everything up before I clean. The reason I chose this is because it's so thin, I don't need to worry about the door. Because if I was going for wooden laminate flooring, I'd have to chop the bottom of the door off because it's about 1 centimetre thick. So yeah, this will be able to slide over the LVT flooring, which is perfect because then I can tile this place properly. Measuring 56.5 centimetres down this way, down the kind of the length of the L. I want my planks to run kind of all in that direction, so it makes the space look a little larger when you look into it, as opposed to that way. I also purposely bought planks that are long enough to just do one plank the length of this, the thick bit of the L. Here I'm going to have to cut them all to size. Should be pretty straightforward. I can just use a Stanley knife. Yeah, 56.5 centimetres. Let's just do one, test fit it, make sure it's fine, and then yeah, we'll duplicate that. Fortunately, I bought way more than I needed to. Probably, yeah, like I said, triple the amount. So I can afford to play around with shapes and things, maybe use one as a template to scribe corners and things in, and not have to worry about yeah, losing it. Excellent. First plank in place. Tiny gap down there. Not a problem, as this sliding out mechanism actually sits on top of here by about 1.5 inches, so you'll actually only see up to there, so it'll be nice and seamless. Very pleased with the fit. Let's duplicate this for these sections here. Super straightforward. That took literally 5 minutes to do. That section is done, all cut. Perfect. Obviously not glued down. We'll do that at the end. This is going to be a lot quicker than I actually thought it would take, so it's going to be a quick episode, I think. However, we're on to the difficult bits. You see, we've got some corners to go around. I wish I had a scribe of some sort. So this is going to be quite tricky. I'm going to be installing an L-shaped aluminium trim going over the edge to hide here and to cover the edge of the flooring. I think that'll look pretty neat. It'll stop it getting scuffed up, scratched and all that. Pretty straightforward. Quick little side clip. I've had these two really nice cabinet lights delivered from Amazon. They are adjustable in terms of the colour of the light, or the temperature. It's kind of a yellowy glow, very white, even whiter, back to the kind of warm white. Slightly overcut this section here, which obviously we don't want, so good job. I have got a ridiculous amount of these flooring panels, so I can just duplicate this onto another one and just cut it less, basically, from that point. After that, we just got this one left to do, which I'm going to have in the centre. I'm probably going to stop it here. I don't think I'm going to do down there just yet. I might do like a strip going down. I need to take off that bracket, temporary wood stay, and then do a funny one down there as well. So 1, 2 left after we finish this one. I'd say that's looking pretty cool so far. Not too bad. So strip there, little strip there. However, this lip is going to get covered, which I've just bought something from B&Q. It's going to go over the edge. Doesn't need to go all the way to the ends because there will be this wood right at the ends. It would be nice to have it right up there, but there wasn't one that was the right size. So that covers the wood underneath and this, the edges of this wood very nicely. This will get screwed in place. One screw down there, one screw down there. That should hold it in. Maybe even one into the wood there as well. Okay, initial flooring complete, minus that small section there. I'm going to do it later. Time to clean this up and get it ready for the glue. So we'll start that end, work your way down until we get to this end. I'll find some heavy things, you know, toolboxes and stuff to lay on it, and it takes about 12 hours to dry, I believe. So we'll leave that overnight to fully dry. This stuff should be quite straightforward to apply. It's basically just chuck it on, spread it around, glue the tiles down, see how it goes. I'm going to use the same squeegee from the tiling. Yeah, same squeegee as the tiling. Should be fine. Just going to pour it on, I think it's the easiest way. Didn't really know what to expect with this stuff, what it would look like, or kind of the viscosity and thickness of it. I think you're supposed to use the like serrated edge of the actual trowel once you've kind of got a bit of a base layer down. I think that's just to help it stick. The best thing to do here is just to get them down and then push them firmly in place, because otherwise they're going to slide around a little bit. It's actually pretty sticky stuff. It's already kind of, I guess, drying and going tacky, particularly on my hands. So at least I know it works. I actually wasn't quite sure it would. So. Kind of hoping this stuff comes off with white spirit, because it keeps seeping through the gaps. Anyway, I think I can leave that to dry now. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. Just I hope the glue works well. It's the next morning. The floor is incredibly well stuck down. We've got a bit of kind of sunlight, which is nice. So what I've got to do now is tidy it up, made quite a bit of a mess, and yeah, we'll see what it looks like. Before I do that, I've got a little bit of silicone, like white silicone to do on the edge of the worktop, the tiling, sorry, against the edge of the worktop. We'll do that and also install this temporarily onto the edge of the door sill. Reason for temporarily is because, see this wood here? So what I've got and what I'm going to do is I've got some like really good adhesive paint, like rubber paint from Gorilla Glue, black rubber paint. So what I'm going to do is masking tape this up and paint the wood with this rubber paint, because this side is going to be exposed obviously when the door's open to potentially a bit more moisture or rain when people step in and out. So I want that kind of sealed up, and I'll be able to do the edges of the flooring as well. You see where the flooring joins, obviously the wood, there's a bit of overlap, or in this case not much of an overlap. I'll be able to seal that off with rubber paint, just fully waterproofing it basically, so we don't get like ingress of water into this bit of the wood and underneath the floor. I think that'll be pretty good. I know you're not supposed to use your fingers, but I don't have a tool for this, so fingers is going to have to do. I'm also not very good at doing this. Right, I'm probably going to need to redo that, but that'll do for the time being. I'll leave it to dry. Yeah, and then take it off again. I'm going to go get a little silicone tool. Reason being, my dad is borrowing this for a week. So in between finishing the floor, finishing a few bits here, I'm going to get it tidied up, ready for him to use. Then when he's back, I'll be doing the final reveal video. Picked up this really nice set of metal drill bits actually from Amazon. Got them because I'm doing a few bits to my truck, getting a custom exhaust put on, and tonight I'm heading off to DNA 4x4 in Newcastle to drop the truck off, as they are fitting a full Old Man Emu suspension kit with a lift as well, so the truck will be even bigger. It's about a 4cm lift, I think, and some really nice off-road suspension. I think there's about £1,500 for the full kit, so not cheap, but I think it'd be worthwhile. So yeah, got these because I've taken apart some of the exhaust, but it means I can use them to drill this as well. Just going to put probably three screws in to start with, just two on the edge and one in the middle. So I think that's me done for this episode. Super short one, fitting the floor, sorting out a few other small bits. Let's take a look at what it looks like. As I said, this is going to be away for a week, so won't have access to it. When it's back, it'll be the final episode with the tidying up a few bits, doing a bit of cleaning, like the white spirit, a few edges, things like that. And then we will showcase the final van with the sofa cushions in place. Thank you for sticking with me. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let's check out this floor.